See, I'm doing this for serious, breaking out my field surgery kit.
Okay.
I know I can do this with a Swiss Army knife, but I never get to play with this, so I try to break out the big toys. Yeah.
Did you clean those after Corey's toe?
Yes.
Ew!
God, yes. And you'll notice that all my scalpel blades are in sterile gamma radiation packed. Sterilized by gamma radiation.
That's hot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I don't need that.
No, you don't. All right. Give me that arm.
No, you got to tell them what it is.
You got a biopsy of your death pad. She actually rubbed that against Corey, and
No.
that's what that shit on Corey's arm is. It's
one
infectious.
stitch.
It's one little baby stitch.
I don't want to leave from work to get it taken out.
I think it's funny as hell. Yeah. Here, can you put this on something? Just lay down. One of us has to quit moving. Just lay down with your arm ready.
Sure. I'll lay down on the pool table being videoed for one stitch.
I could just yank it. You want to keep giving me shit.
Whatever.
There's your one suture. It's good work. Feel better now?
Yes, actually.
Okay. You really could have just yanked that. It would have been about as bad as a hangman.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to. But thank you.
Happy to help, as always. Here to entertain. And I got to use my, field certificate.
Oh, you should do a skin cancer PSA.
Well, you should do a skin cancer PSA.
Wear sunscreen.
Otherwise you get
It's hot.
this.
No, that's a birthmark. That's a birthmark, but if you see any unusual
Hey.
spots, get it checked.
Hey, are your nipples pierced?
No, get away!
Come on, it'll be
Ew.
fun. Be quick
I'm
with
not talking to you anymore. Go.
I wouldn't be surprised if you do have a leader needle for piercing in there.
I do not have a leader needle for piercing in there. I have used those for some pretty interesting stuff over the years, though. With that particular tool, the most interesting thing I ever had to do was remove a golf ball. People call me with the weird shit, man.
So what's the name of those grippers? Are those?
That's just a vascular thing. I got a set of long fingers in there too, which is like this long, and they're like super forceps. And the only thing that I need that I don't have, and my birthday's coming up, and if somebody wants to get me one, it'd be really cool, is I want to get a long set, because they come in different sizes. There's like 4, 6, and 8. I want one of the medium or the long ones of the alligator for ear stuff. It looks like forceps on the end. Okay, so it's like a pair of forceps down like that, and then they make about a 45-degree bend, and it goes straight about that far, and then the very tip, only like a centimeter on the end, opens like that.
Yeah.
And it's got little grippy fingers. It's specifically for removing things from the ear and the nose, and I get that a lot. So it's
I wonder where this might go.
as far as like just field stuff of like stuff around the lab of like some kid is stuffing Skittles up his nose or something. They're really hindering, and yeah. So I need one. We're also doing another interesting video today because I've had a lot of people ask about it over the years, and we've been kicking it around. We're going to do some basic hygiene 101 for geeks because geeks stink, which is why I haven't shaved all weekend, because I'm going to do a video today on how to shave. Yeah, it's going to be my first one. And I've had a lot of people ask that we do a series of like real sex ed videos. Because you remember sex ed, like in
Well, I
like,
remember that conversation we had a week or two after the place opened, and we were thinking about classrooms and whatnot, and we were discussing the viability.
I'm going to do a couple videos because I get a lot of people writing in questions because they don't teach anything anymore because the schools are so pussified now that they can't. And I just had another friend with a 14-year-old kid get pregnant, and I'm like, this is stupid. Yeah. This is bad and easy to fix. Somebody needs to start the dialogue, so I'm gonna do it. And I want to do sex ed that isn't the pussified sex ed.
The 1950s.
Yeah,
ECR.
and it isn't it isn't the terror sex ed of like, you know, because I was a kid of the 80s. So I grew up with the AIDS generation, where we didn't even masturbate for 10 years. We didn't even touch ourselves. Yeah, it was like, if you look at a girl, your shit's gonna fall off. And I'm like, all right. So, and it's time that somebody does like real sex ed videos. Like, just be honest with people and communicate, and teach people that, you know, okay, there's the stuff you really got to worry about, like the big three of like pregnancy, herpes, and AIDS, because those are the three you can't really cure. And then all the other bullshit that nobody ever talks about, like chlamydia and syphilis. Because like when I was a kid, we did the syphilis video, but all they show is like, this is syphilis, and they show like a microscope picture of the bacteria, and then they show some dude in like stage 4 syphilis who's like, this is what happens if you, and they're like, no, this is the 21st century. Your dick hurts, you get a shot, you go on with your day. It's syphilis. We had this figured out 50 years ago, no problem. Yep. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's being honest about it. So let's be honest with people, and maybe, you know, because the abstinence only doesn't work. It doesn't. It's just, no, that's dumb. Okay.
Not an option.
And everybody that does do it is either terrified because they're in school, or they're terrified because they're doing it for a religious organization or something like that. Throw all the bullshit away and say, this is sex, and everybody's thinking about it, and everybody's doing it, and nobody's talking about it. Let's talk about it. Let's be honest with people. And if the parents want their kids to watch, cool. And if the parents don't want their kids to watch, be parents. Don't let your kids watch. But we have Tumblr, we have the internet, kids are learning about sex. Be honest with them. And just do the whole thing, just in my style.
Kids are learning about it from the very wrong sources.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of good content.
You mean I don't put my hand on my hip when we're doing it?
That's gonna end up in a video remix somewhere. I can see that coming. But yeah, today I'm gonna start out simple. I'm gonna do one on how to shave, because I mentioned it a while back and I had like 50 commenters who were like, I want Chris Boden to teach me how to shave. So
I had a thought. Your drive home video you did the other day.
Yeah. Without me holding the camera?
Yeah.
I got flack about that. People were like, the S-curve's nothing. We got roads in Norway that go straight up, and they do fucking loop-de-loops. And I'm like, okay, this is Grand Rapids, and people freak out about the S-curve. I didn't say I was terrified of it. I was like, people freak out about it.
Well, that kind of segues into, you know, the whole education thing. A lot of schools used to do driver's ed, and they used to do simulation driver's ed, and a lot of that hardware is just getting lost and left in rooms and basements. My old high school, I took simulated driver's ed, where they made you take the tests and they evaluated it, and you had to pretend, you know, car that you sat
Project Jeff.
What I did, was it like a video game setup or something?
Yeah, they had like an old school projector, and he started the video, and then there was timed events that in each event you had to turn or shift or brake or, you know.
Okay. We didn't have any of that.
Yep, I actually managed to score a 98% on the accident avoidance part, which is like a record for the school. Nobody really, but the car that we were supposed to avoid an accident with was my first car, a 71 GT. And I saw it on the video, and I slowed down, like, oh, that's a really cool video. It's 4 years old in my car. And then everybody else slams into it, and I'm not going fast, so I avoided the accident, and I passed the test. So, but those old hardwares, it's like,
I've never seen it.
It's just like a racing arcade kind of thing.
We did it in high school.
Yeah.
And it was like the last year before it went just batshit, and they changed all the laws, and now you have to like have a semen sample, and you've got to have a permit for 5 years, and it's just nuts. We went to high school, and they did it over the summer, and they had like the gym teacher do it, and they used to have cars with like 2 steering wheels and like 2 brakes. Like he didn't have a gas pedal or anything, but he had a brake.
He definitely had a brake.
Yeah, and we happened to we took a really stupid simple test. It was like a day or 2, and then we went out and drove around.
You do a
and
street
we came back,
drive and a highway drive.
And then it's like, here's your license. Good luck.
That's the way mine works.
Here at the Geek Group, we've invented a new fundraising strategy. You can now purchase impressively tiny coins we've compressed using high-energy magnetism. We induce a current pulse of 100,000 amps into a copper wire coiled around a golden dollar, dime, or quarter, producing very powerful opposing magnetic fields that compress a quarter to the diameter of a dime, which you then receive in a lovely commemorative package along with the satisfaction that can only come from helping the Geek Group build our endowment, which in turn will allow us to put membership fees, donations, and sponsorships towards furthering the organization rather than just maintaining it. Carry a lightning bolt in your pocket, available at thegeekgroup.org.
All right, so May 15th, 2010, I quit smoking. My life was pretty okay up until that point. After that, I discovered something. You guys stink. A lot of you. I didn't notice it when I smoked, but then I quit smoking and my nose started to work and wow, people stink. And I've had a lot of guys, it's like a geek thing where hygiene, not so much. So I figured after a lot of viewer response and a lot of questions and that I would take a minute and teach you guys how to shave. And I've watched on the internet and I've seen how other people teach it. The way I do it, the way I teach it is not like the ISO standard. It's not the way that, like, you know, Gillette would teach you. It's what I do, it's what works for me, and I've done it for a million years now, so I'm just going to show you what you need. Now, before I get 10,000 comments of this is all wrong, this is what I do, this is what works for me. It may not work for you, may not be your thing. It's a very personal choice, so it's up to you. So this is what I got. Standard razor, keep your razor in the pack. Now, all my stuff's Gillette. I don't know why, it's just how it worked out, and it's what I've used for a million years, and we'll use what works for you. Gillette didn't pay me to do this. But something important to remember. Your razor, keep it in its thing. Like it comes in the display pack. Keep it in that because you'll notice the display pack has a little thing in the bottom here. And that's so it can dry. If you want your razor to last, don't leave it wet and don't leave it sitting on the counter. Put it in its thing and just and it gives you a place to store the blade, so that's good. I use Gillette Gel, the Cool Wave series, I think is the stuff I use, and the standard deodorant because it goes with it. It has nothing to do with shaving, but deodorant does have something to do with shaving that we'll get to in a bit, but not for shaving your face. And don't worry, it ain't that kind of video. So the first step to shaving, you don't need any of this. Take a long hot shower. That's the very first step. And get your face very, very wet, because when you get these wet, they get soft, and that's the first step. A lot of people skip that. I shave right out of the shower. Some guys shave in the shower, and if you can, go nuts. I don't have one of the mirrors for it though. But the very first step to shaving, take a hot shower. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back. All right, we're back. We're out of the shower. Cool. Now, hot water. Now you want to do this quick. You want, oh, by the way, here's the super secret of how to do my hair, okay? Slick it back, pay very close attention. This is an art form. There, done. That's man hair. No messing with it. All right, you don't need a lot of water, you just need a little bit. Get it to as hot as you can comfortably stand having your fingers in it. Shaving with cold water sucks. When you get out of the shower, don't dry your face. Leave this as wet as you can. Now the weird thing is, if you're used to shaving in the morning when you're half awake, shaving in the afternoon is different because you'll rush it, you're too fast. And that's when you'll nick yourself, which really sucks. Doesn't take a lot of shaving cream, but like massage it in. Don't just cover an area, work it in. Okay, so you're set. Then rinse off your hand. Now, while you're doing that, you got the water running, leave your razor right under the water because they've got, like, I don't know, bullshit hydrating strips and stuff on them, and you want that to get wet. If you start with a dry razor, it's going to suck. Now, light hold like you would for a paintbrush. Okay, especially with the Mach 3 series, because these are a little different than razors used to be. This is my system. All my grain, you want to, the whole with the grain against the grain thing is weird. When it's really long, like I am right now, I haven't shaved since like Thursday. Start with the grain to get rid of the big growth. Pull your mouth like this to get this area on the side, because you'll have, like, I don't know, mustache that comes right up to the edge of your lips. Now you've gone with the grain, then go against the grain. Now here's an important thing. If you don't get it, okay, in like 2 passes, don't do 10. It's not going to get any better and you're going to shred your face. Like, watch this. That's done. That's fine. Okay, maybe a little cleanup work. Sideburns are tricky. Find your line and pull down a little bit. And then just clean up. Don't go over the same spot like 15 times. It ends bad. Now, to figure out, because you got like schmutz, use the back edge of the razor to clean up like extra shaving cream so you can visualize an area. And rinse your razor often. Keep it cleaned out, keep it wet. If you're a kid and this is like your first time shaving, don't freak out if you nick yourself. Don't freak out if it doesn't go this easy. Now here for the soul patch, down to get rid of most of the growth, and then just clean up around. Alright, now your main work is done. Get your fingers wet and run your hand around your face. And like right here I got a little, but this, the grain goes backwards here, so it's weird. Okay, and I've just gone over that area too many times. You can see this is what happens if you work an area too many times. You'll piss it off is what happens. Okay, and because you can tell any spots you missed because you've still got shaving cream residue on your face, so you can just glide your fingers around and you'll feel any spots you missed. And then you're cool. And then just rinse off your face. Now turn off the hot water, just cold. Really, really, really cold. And that'll like close up your face and it makes the red chill out. Alright, so that's your basic shaving. How do I not have a towel in this room? I'll be right back. You'll need a towel too. Usually in my bathroom at home there's a towel right behind me. And then dry off. Always go up behind your ear because frequently you'll have a bit of shaving cream hiding there and you look like a real doofus if you go through half the afternoon. Somebody's like, you got some schmutz right here. Clean up your mess because it's really annoying if you walk in and there's like crap everywhere. Now, your razor, rinse it out really good. just like that. So you don't have gunge left in there. Shake it out, and like really seriously shake it out. Snap it, get all the water out of it. Put it back in the thing, it's set. These, I never put the top back on because it's, no matter how much you rinse it out, it's gonna get like little foamy crap. Clean it out, shake it, set it, throw this away. All right, that's shaving 101. Now, here's a trick you didn't know. If you're shaving a delicate area, deodorant, antiperspirant, this stuff, okay? On delicate areas, after you shave them, this works miracles to prevent razor burn. And there's nothing special about it, just plain old deodorant. But there you go. That's your basics of shaving in 10 minutes. There's a lot more to shaving, especially if you're not shaving a face, and how you shave legs versus how you shave a face, totally different. Never let your girlfriend use a razor. You will regret it. So if you have any questions, comment, let me know. I'm going to be doing a series on basic hygiene stuff, basics of like, I'm very seriously considering doing some basics of sex ed and stuff like that. So send me in your questions because those are going to be what's used in the videos. You guys have fun? I'm Chris Boden, shirtless. Yeah. I'll see you next time. Hey Dave!
Yo.
What you doing?
Other side of the door.
Huh?
Yeah. Alright. Amazing.
This is thrilling stuff here.
It is, man. I make bubbles and smoke, yo.
Oh, here, show them your bubbles and smoke. Okay, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is your Memorial Day Zen.
Yep, that's my Memorial Day Zen. Kinda nice, actually.
You got the handrails done.
Yeah.
They are beautiful.
Fun life lesson. If you take the rust off before you paint, your paint will stick. I did this entire section without the induction gear. I just went, and it kind of fell off. Yeah, but you can see like the primer wouldn't even take her off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's all along here too. All these spots.
I wonder how many years that door's been like that.
Right. That was, you could see if you looked distinctly that there was something not happy with the paint there. So.
Okay. So what do you got? Show them what you did.
Well, in there?
Yeah. I'll follow you.
Well, I guess today I finished pretty much cleaning everything. And wrote down some serial numbers and stuff that I'm going to do some more research on.
Anything really catch your attention?
Of course, that is last time. Most of the same stuff as last time.
Oh well, here let's show them this because this is cleaned up now and you can actually see things. It is.
I know, still
It's
tough.
really hard to read, but I'll see if I can focus on it. Come on, focus. All right, I don't know if you guys can read that, but it says U.S. Navy Bureau of Ordnance, computer, Mark 6, Model 7, SER number 656. INSPR is UOS, date is blank, weight is 103, 5-inch -38 cal, 2500 FS, I don't know, I can't. There's a sticker on the damn thing. 2500 FS IV OP 551 ORD SK 61190. Manufactured by International Business Machine Corp. Etiquette, New York. Licensed by Ford Instruments Company Incorporated. It's made by IBM. This is an IBM computer. circa World War II. Kind of. So, yeah, that's neat. And here, I'll turn this around so you guys can see in there.
A lot of this stuff looks a lot better now.
Yeah, it's you can see numbers and read things in there.
Yeah. Hopefully we can figure out how it kind of works. I know that thing is cool as hell now too. I think that.
What?
That, the one we're
Go around, show me.
The site.
The what?
That thing that we decided looks terrifying.
Oh, figured out what it is.
Not totally, but.
No, we figured out what it is.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the guys commented on the video. It's for an airplane. It's a B something, a big B, like a B-30 series or 50s. It is the rear aerial gun sight.
I was gonna say it's a gun sight.
Yeah, it's a pedestal mount anti-aircraft gun sight, and it's for the rear gunner on a big bomber.
That is so cool. This one has got to be one of my favorites.
But does it do anything yet?
I know when you turn this, it appears to feed.
Now this has like plugs and shit on it. Like,
I know.
Can we plug it in?
To something. I don't know where we're gonna find.
Yeah, we got to figure out pinouts. If anybody out there can find us a schematic, let me know. Because it'd be really cool to make this do stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Or at the very least, we could figure out the pinouts for all the switches and actuators.
Just do it.
And well, you've got stuff. You could hook this up to a video game.
Yeah, that'd be really.
That'd be badass.
Maybe you can do something to connect.
Yeah. Well, you could put like a little video screen in there.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we've got video screens on some of the old cameras, one of the old viewfinder screens. Work great. And
Oh,
we can
yeah,
pause it in. Totally do that.
Yeah, I think the next thing is to see what's functioning and what's not. But we're gonna need pinouts for a lot of this stuff. You know.
Okay. Huh. So many tools. All right, thank you for hanging.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Cool.
I'll see you guys next weekend.
All right.
Oh, I was gonna give you guys my email for you.
Give it to Dave. Yeah, just put it on your timesheet or something. Just most of the day's been hand drills. Amy washed and waxed the cars because Amy is apparently the automotive detailing princess. I'll show you guys what's up with that. Look at this. She asked me if she could use the hose net and wash her car, and I'm like, yeah, totally, but you gotta do my car. So she did her car. Amy drives a cute little Miata, and she did my car. It's all clean and shiny and nice. It's quite lovely. All right, you guys have fun. We're gonna get back to moving copiers with squeaks. We'll have more. That's today's Captain's Blog. It's a pretty boring day. See you later.